You're listening to the Slowly Dying Podcast with Becca
Check yourself. Check. Week after I cried at the bowling alley.
and Bronte.
Oh my god, what have I done? What do you mean? I haven't heard from you in months.
We talk about everything and anything
I could tell she was frustrated just by how she was throwing the...
I'm the only one who does it the best.
and turn in every Monday for a brand new episode.
I did not know though.
What? Like, you were freaking out.
Let's get it poppin'.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey guys, what's poppin'? It's Becca and your girl Bronte.
Hey guys.
We are back on the mic and...
Exhausted.
Okay, yeah, we are exhausted.
Tell them why.
Well, so we are doing our first recording in my new place.
Yeah. What was that noise?
Listen, I don't even know. But, yep, so we're in my new place. I'm all set up, and it's been hell the last 2 days.
Oh my god. You don't know how much stuff you have until you move out, and, you
Girl.
know, I'm so happy to help people move, because, you know.
It's stressful.
It's stressful, but, oh my god. Orchestrating all of that, and just kind of getting, like, your brothers focused, 'cause they
like,
get
let's
distracted.
go.
Let's go.
Don't come up to the stairs empty-handed.
Yeah.
So I'm on the third floor. I have a nice little balcony. It's a 2-bedroom because, you know, I have my son, and it has a kitchen, has a living room, dining room, has a lot of storage.
It's gorgeous.
So it's cute. You know,
Peaceful.
be here for a year, and then I'll figure out where I want to buy my house.
It's so peaceful.
Yeah.
And now it's like so stressful just getting it all done and just getting your stuff in, you know?
Well, before I moved out, I didn't think it was going to be, like, I thought, oh, maybe like 3 hours of work.
Mm-hmm.
This is the third day, and I'm still getting stuff from my parents' house. I had to go get a microwave because I didn't realize they didn't have a microwave. Like, it was like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, this is day 3, and I'm still setting things up on the wall. I really thought it was only going to take like 3 or 6 hours.
No, girl.
Girl,
no.
remember when I called you at work, and I was like, can you just come?
And I'm like, I'm on my way.
Like,
Bailed out, on my way. Happy to.
then I filled my car, or your car up with
Oh,
my
yeah.
clothes.
All
Tell them that story.
My whole car, and if you guys didn't already guess the topic, it's moving out.
Yeah.
Moving out, people.
Moving on and out.
My whole car was filled with her clothes. When I tell you passenger, backseat, and trunk. Holy crap.
And we still didn't get all the clothes.
Still gonna get all of them.
I think I took maybe
And you need your
all
son's
together like 10 or 15 trips.
clothes.
And we had the truck with the trailer in the back. Like, it was a lot.
Like, it was exhausting. We were all covered in sweat because it was a really nice day that day. Oh my
I mean, I'm glad it wasn't
goodness.
raining.
Oh my god. Because we had that monsoon the day before.
Oh, yeah. Wait, so tell them about... So, Liz and Bronte stayed with me the first night, and I got really drunk. Like, I don't even know what happened, really, but I just remember, like, you put everything away. And I
Mhm.
love where you put it. Like, we did the clothes, but tell them how we went to go take out the trash at midnight.
So we got rid of, I think we all have OCD, so we all got rid of the big boxes, like of the
Yeah.
TV and everything like that, and their security lock doors. So we went downstairs. You have to have a lock for the main door of your apartment and the doors to the actual building and the actual
Yeah.
floor. We go out and we realize we locked ourselves out. We had no phones, no
it was
jackets.
midnight. Like,
Midnight. We had no jackets at all, and it was windy, and we didn't know what we were gonna do.
drunk as hell.
And Becca's drunk, and so we're like trying to like, you have to go up the stairs, and before you go through the first door, you have to ring people's apartments to let you in. So we either had to look outside to see whose light was still on.
Oh my
No
God.
one's light was on. We were actually ringing their doorbells. They didn't open the doors, or they were fast asleep.
Or they were just like, we're not letting this nut job in.
Nope.
Like,
They're like, oh, it's probably just some random teenagers. We're outside, and Becca's brother actually lives in the same neighborhood apartment-ish.
yeah, he lives in the same complex as me, just in a different building.
Mm-hmm. And we walked, and because we were going to see if their keys open up the doors. They didn't answer either, so
And
we
they
were...
always answer.
They always answer. So we were like, the only thing we could do is call people from my Apple Watch.
Wait, before that, so we rang my brother's door, and then I was throwing, like, stones and sticks at his
This
window,
window.
and he didn't wake up.
Remember
But
we
go
almost took that ladder off the side of that building,
ahead.
and
Oh
we
my
were gonna
gosh. Climb it up?
climb up there?
Girl.
That's desperation right there. And then I realized I had my Apple Watch on, but of course you Apple Watch users know you have to be by your phone. So We went up to the floor, and I was trying to call your parents. I was trying to call someone. No one was picking up.
My parents were sleeping.
We were
Girl,
in
I was
trouble.
like wailing myself around. I was like so upset. I
You
was
sat on the step and you were like, I'm done.
and there's a window. I was trying to look out the window, and then I see a car, and I told Liz, I was like, "Run, Liz, run, run, run!" So she's going down the stairs. I'm falling down the stairs because I'm drunk, and we ran like we got down to the first floor, and it was, guess who it was, guys? It was my brother.
Oh, thank God.
And Jess, which is his girlfriend. And I was just crying. I was like, I can't get in. And then my brother was like, is that my sister?
He saw you from the third floor hallway.
Oh my God. Yeah, so they stopped because they looked through the window and they saw me on the stairwell, couldn't get in. I'm like, what are the chances of this?
So thank you guys for being there.
So, good thing I left my apartment unlocked.
Oh, we would have been screwed.
Because Jess just had the thing to the security door, not my apartment. Oh, God. Well, to solve that problem, I had 2 sets of keys made.
Yeah.
One for my parents and one for something else, and one that I have. So it's like perfect.
So moral of the story, guys, just create copies of your keys. Don't be as confident as we were. Like, we were right when we were like, wait, oh no. So I couldn't even believe that.
That was funny.
And we were all exhausted.
And then, like, I passed out on the couch and I didn't even get to sleep in my bed.
I slept in your bed. It felt nice, though.
Yeah, I love my California King.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So that was nice. But now you're in your place, and it's
Yeah.
all
It's a lot peaceful.
here. And now I'm in the same process. I'm
Mhm.
moving out, but I actually have to move cities. Like
Yeah,
that's-
you have to live a little bit farther.
yeah, but we're
But
gonna
not
make
too
it work.
far.
Like, no, it's not too far. Like, it's probably on a good day, probably like it's like that meaningless hour. It's really you're
Yeah,
not even
no.
thinking about it. You're going straight. But I was all, it's kind of getting closer, and when that job starts. I mean, you guys know
Yeah.
we're both nurses, so ICU nurses, so we gotta be there. The shifts are long, and they don't care. So,
Yeah. I'm always 30 minutes early.
yeah, and I'm the same way. I'm going to be
Always.
in that building 30 minutes early, but I was, in the city yesterday and trying to get a feel for it, and, it's a lot to think about, guys. You got a car, if you have a car, and...
City's a lot different, and you've lived in another city before, so
yeah.
you know I don't.
I know how, cities work,
Yeah.
but cities work in different ways, too. They have similarities to them, but I think it's, new because I don't know this city like the back of my hand like I do the other city I lived in as well. So, it's different. It's exciting. It's different. And, you have to think about so many different factors going into it. Because, I'm keeping my car. I'm not getting rid of the car. I got to
Yeah.
drive home. I got to go drive and see friends. That's important. So it's worth it.
Yeah.
But then you got to factor that in with the price. Like, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to live in a place where you can't even afford? I think they say you should only spend 30% of your monthly income on rent, I
On
think.
rent.
So you're still saving money. And I always keep that in the back of my mind because I want to be able to go and do stuff,
You don't want to be broke home or whatever they call that, where you just sit at home because you have no money,
yeah,
but
and
you
then
live in this nice big place. It's like, so what's the point?
it's like you're isolated.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, because if you can't even afford a place that you're living in, even though it's nice, is it even worth it?
Exactly.
And what are you really going to use? It's making me think, what do I need? And what makes me happy? Would I
Yeah.
rather spend a little bit more money on faster internet and maybe more subscriptions to Prime or something than, I don't know, a multi-story apartment that I can't even afford? And I can't even have cable in it.
Well, and you live in such a nice city, and we're not going to say where you're moving unless you want to, but it's like, you're not going to be just sitting in your house all day. You're going to want to go out.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're moving is where tourists go.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
So
And when friends like you come and everything like that.
Oh, I'm ready to come.
I want to be able to be like, you know what? No, I got the bill. We're enjoying drinks. I'm not worrying about the bottle of wine that we're going to order. I don't want to worry about that and budgeting my money.
Yeah, and be like, okay, I can't afford to go to the aquarium this month. It's like, no, let's go to the aquarium. Let's do things. You want to enjoy things outside your place.
Yeah, order in, or I can spend extra money for a gym subscription or something a month or something,
Yeah.
And it's really making you think more now, what are you going to give and take versus not? Like, I'm not going to have roommates, guys. Absolutely not. It's, it's going to be solo me. And I'm willing to spend more money than that for that. But also at the same time, if I find an apartment or a place where maybe it doesn't have all the bells and whistles and it's not the prettiest of the prettiest, is that worth it if I have more money in my pocket and I'm not struggling? Then that's worth it in my eyes, honestly.
I think so. Plus, that's not your forever home, so you're going to save money to buy your forever home.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I'm here in an apartment, because I'm saving money. I needed to get out for my mental health.
Yeah.
Me and my parents were like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I was agitated. I already feel like a huge difference, especially from today. Like, I was at my parents' house earlier. Like, I still go there all the time. Mm-hmm. But it's nice to come home and not hear craziness. Because my house is a circus. It really is.
People coming and going all the time.
Like, it's ridiculous. But, I mean, if that, my parents like that, then that's their space. Whatever, I respect that. But it's nice because now I can actually work on my mental health. I'm already good to go. And then I can see, like, do I want to buy a townhouse? Do I want to buy an actual house? I work at, Christiana now. So it's like...
Yeah.
I have to find a house halfway in between that. So, you know what I mean? So, I have a lot to do in the next year.
Yeah. And I think it's...
But...
For, whatever, situation that you're in. You have a son. You have an extra expense to think about.
And that calls an extra room. Yeah. So, I can't go get a studio. Which maybe I can, but it's like...
What are you willing to pay for certain things?
Yeah.
Like, too, you have your own space in your room, It's like your
oasis. And he's a boy, so he does need his own space. Yeah. And he's 5 years old. It's not like he's an infant. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, it's getting to that point where it's like, what are you willing to pay for and what you really need?
I have gotten rid of so much stuff just for moving in. I gave you and Liz stuff. I have 2 trash bags at the house I'm taking to Goodwill. Mm-hmm. And I'm still going through stuff, and it's mostly clothes. It's not like actual stuff. Like, my apartment doesn't look cluttered. I just have a lot of clothes.
Exactly.
Because you know what? I'm 27 years old, so I remember, I'd go to Goodwill, I'd go to Walmart, whatever. I'd go anywhere that me and my friends would go, and they mostly have their own places, so they would pick out, oh, I like this new little, whatever for my apartment, and I only bought clothes. So I feel like I stocked up on so many clothes because I couldn't buy things for my own place. Because I didn't have one. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why I ended up with a lot of clothes. Mm-hmm.
Which is
it was overwhelming.
Yeah, it really is.
I feel like I have 40 pairs of shoes. Mm-hmm. And it's what am I doing?
I know. So, I arranged all your shoes. I'm like, Becca, you got a lot of shoes.
I got rid of about 4 or 5 pairs of shoes. Which is good. And I still need to get rid of more.
If you don't think about it, you should get rid of it. Or you could give it to a person who...
I say if you haven't wore it in 6 months to a year, are you going to wear it again?
Yep. Yeah. And it's a good rule. And you don't think about it. If you ever need something else, go get something else.
Yeah.
Gives you another excuse to go shopping.
I know, right? I
love
shopping.
It!
And I think my style's changing. Mm-hmm. I always have my comfy... I'm wearing comfy clothes now. But I think, if I dress up, my style's changing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it's I'm getting rid of, things that I used to wear to the club. And, don't get me wrong, I still be going to the club and the, strip club and stuff. But just, my
You'll be visiting me and we're going out and we're going to look cute.
Oh, yes. I am so excited for you to move out. I want you to move out tomorrow so we can go party next weekend.
I know. Brunch by, I'm not going to say exactly where, but,
It's not too far,
No.
They know you work at Johns Hopkins because we put that online.
You guys can guess, but I won't say the region where I'm looking
at.
Oh,
no. Mm-mm.
Who knows? But,
Who knows? But it's going to be close to the parties.
And it's going to be popping!
Hey, let's get it popping!
But yeah, we wanted to do this little special because we're both moving out. And dreams do come true, people.
Woo! And you know what? I was talking to Liz about this last night because she came over for dinner. I'm glad I moved out a little bit later in life Because, like, you know, I could afford an apartment or whatever by myself for a long time, but I don't think I was there yet.
Right, exactly.
Like, I was in school. It just wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
Now is the right time.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
It is.
It is.
So.
It's so exciting, guys.
Move out in the right time.
I know. And actually, before ending this episode, I was just looking back. We started this podcast in May last year.
Wow.
And remember, we were like, oh my God, I hope. And now we're seeing it and seeing and it's actually happening. And I can't wait until whatever the next year, like, holds.
Yeah.
But if you guys manifest your dreams and, like, you guys really work for it, you'll be surprised what happens. Never in my wildest dreams would I ever accept a job at Johns Hopkins Hospital.
You
ever.
got it. You got it on the first try.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't even like you had to do 40 interviews.
Yeah.
Girl, they know, because you're a good person. They know.
Mm-hmm.
They feel vibes. You got a good vibe.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. And then you got your dream job right here where you need it. Like,
and that's the thing where I need it, because I have a kid, you know.
Yeah,
My
and
parents watch my kids, so.
at the best Regent Hospital on the Northeast Coast. Like, it's like
I'm gonna
right
be
then
a
and
flight
there.
nurse. You're gonna see me flying. I'm gonna come to you in the
Yep.
helicopter, transporting you. I'll be like, here's your patient.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Want to go to lunch? They gotta oil the plane anyway. The plane, the helicopter, you know.
So.
But yeah, this is like a cute little episode because like it's big things, and you guys are probably maybe experiencing the same thing or manifesting and hoping for this dream in the future. So, but it is possible even when you don't think it ever is gonna happen. So
I agree. Well, that's all I had to say.
Yes. All right, guys.
All right, well, this is Becca, and I've officially moved into my new place.
And you're officially popping off even harder.
Pop it.
Yes. All right, guys. This
Bye.
is Bronte, and I'm out. Bye.